Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm glad that you tuned in today. Hey y'all, keep in mind that my book is out. Well, why not? You can find it today on Amazon. You could do a Amazon search, Chisholm Media Group. You'll find actually two things. You'll actually find my Entrepreneur Impact Network channel, so you can always download the app and look at the summit that we had and future interviews that will be coming up. Also, you will be able to see the book, Well, Why Not, is for you to write down your goals, your outcomes, your desired outcomes and what you need to get over the hump, and then journal your process moving forward. So again, purchase Well, Why Not today on Amazon.com. And do a search for Chisholm Media Group. So now let's get into the episode today. So today I would like to say that sometimes we do not want to go to certain situations or places. I am a great component of that. Like I will find myself in moments where I just don't feel like going. And I'm not encouraged to. I'm finding every single excuse not to go to a certain whatever it is, right? At that particular moment. Now I said certain because it's at that moment. And so in those moments, I fight with myself and I wrestle with myself because, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, especially right now over the last 2 years, based off of what we've been dealing with what the world has been dealing with as far as this pandemic goes, I have not been particularly interested in being in the presence of other individuals. I'm going to be honest, right? And I'm not sure how many of you have felt the same way. But there is a benefit of being present, i.e. being at the right place at the right time. So have you had a moment where you were at a job and you had the opportunity to go to a presentation? And I'm only speaking for myself. You had the opportunity to go to a presentation, and in that presentation, no one else really wanted to go. You weren't really ready to go, but you did it anyway, because what happened is that you might not have wanted to work. And I mean, how many of us have been in that situation where, I'm going to go to this thing over here because I don't feel like working. And with me being in customer service, you don't always want to be on the phone. I'm going to be honest with you, right? So I recall going to a presentation, and in this presentation, they were talking about software and the opportunity to do testing for software for the company. Now, mind you, I didn't know this is what was going to happen. I didn't know this is what it was going to be. And mind you, they didn't really get into that until maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes into the presentation. And mind you, we were there for about 3 or 4 hours. So that 45 minutes in, I have no clue what it was about. And then they talked about that testing piece for maybe a half an hour, which piqued my interest. But after that half an hour, they went into something else, which, again, I don't remember, right? But to be honest, in that space, it piqued my interest, and then I had turned on a switch, and I had become present in the moment. And being present in that moment and asking questions, because at that particular time, no one else was really interested in software testing. They didn't understand software. They weren't really into computers. And Some people, as some people had mentioned, like, look, they barely knew how to turn on a computer, to be honest with you. So I had taken, and because that's what I was already interested in, being technology and computers, I was present in the moment. And by me being present in that moment, it allowed me to now become a tester, or one of the testers for my general department. I'm going to repeat. Being present pretty much gave me a promotion because I decided to be in that moment. A lot of times, we don't want to look at being present in the moment, or we don't want to go and do things because we don't want to, we don't feel like it, so for someone. But it pays to be in that moment. It pays to be present because you don't know what the opportunities that will come at that from being there. Being a tester, I didn't know that was going to be offered. I didn't know that. It wasn't even offered at that. It wasn't until afterwards when I went and talked to the presenter. They said, "Hey, you know what, Maurice? Would you like to do this?" It never crossed my mind. So I encourage you to take advantage of whatever your organization is offering you. Take advantage of what webinars and seminars and coaching opportunities you can partake in. I listened to a lot of coaches recently where they were at a presentation, and one of the coaches or their coach or their mentor had recommended, you know what, you're ready to move on to the next level. So are you ready? Are you ready today? Are you ready to be present? Are you ready to be engaged? Are you ready to be put into another situation? Just, are you ready? Now, being present and being asked that, and I'm asking you, and being present and being asked, are you ready? I'm asking you for a reason, because in some instances, in most instances, you will not be given an opportunity for them to say, think about it. You're going to be asked pretty much on the spot, are you ready? Or they will say, you will be presenting at that time. Are you ready to do that? A lot of us are not always ready, and we don't feel like we're ready, but we are ready because we've been working towards it all along. It's just us getting over our low self-esteem or our self-doubt in those situations. But I believe each and every one of you that are listening to this today are ready to take the step. So are you present in your moment? Are you present today? In most moments, no one is not going to be always ready, right? You're not always ready to take another step, because sometimes you do need to take a rest. You're tired, you're frustrated, or whatever. So you're not always ready. But let's understand that it's best to be present as often as you can, and to understand also that you are ready. Even when you feel like you're not ready, you are ready. And why is that? Because you believe in yourself. You believe you can do it. You've been listening to this podcast. You've been listening to other podcasts. You've been reading your books. You have been praying. You have been having major conversations. You've been putting yourself in the presence of those that are movers and shakers. You are ready today, and you have been present the whole time and don't even realize it. So what I'm saying to you is that you are ready. You are capable. You have the knowledge and the know-how and the wisdom to get things done. All you have to do is be present.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.